today we're going to be covering the Declaration of Independence. Declaration
I hate history.
It's
so boring.
Independence.
We want to learn about old papers.
Yeah, why are we learning about it?
Students, please be quiet. We're learning now. The document was signed on July 4th, 1776 to declare our independence from Great Britain. At this time, the 13 colonies still mostly viewed themselves as loyal subjects of Great Britain. So this was a somewhat controversial move made by the signers of the Declaration. It's time for our pop quiz. Take out your papers.
No quiz.
Take out your papers. Put your names on the topics of your papers. No talking. And we are going to begin. Question 1. When was the Declaration of Independence signed? No cheating. Eyes on your own paper, please. Quinn?
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Awesome.
Good. Alright, who can tell me what they know about the Declaration of Independence? Okay, Albert.
It was this paper, and it was really important for Canada.
Okay.
Canada.
That's right.
I see. Do we all agree with this?
Yeah, of course. Canada.
Right, what makes you think it's from Canada?
Well, you know, we learned about Canada last week, and it was really cool. And I went there for vacation last year, and it was so pretty, and we got to eat maple syrup, and it was like sugar.
With Canadian bacon.
That was good.
Okay, that's interesting. We did learn about Canada, but what makes you think it's not from the US? We also learned US last time.
Well, Canada is really big.
It is big.
It's bigger than the United States.
Well, bigger is not always more important, but I think the Declaration of Independence comes from the colonies. And why do you think the colonies want to be independent?
No.
Great Britain's mean.
No, they were mean.
Yeah.
They didn't share their tea with us. Yeah.
What's up with that?
Okay. I suppose that's a good reason why the colonies wanted their independence from Great Britain. Well, for homework tonight, for you guys, I want you students to write about what you think your life would be if the Declaration of Independence didn't exist.
That is a good question.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoy this homework and hope you learn something later, and then we'll discuss later in classroom. And see you guys all.
Okay.
That's cool.
Fun.
For the past several weeks, the four of us have been volunteering at elementary schools where Paulo Freire's theories of banking and problem-posing education have a strong foothold in the classroom. The scenes highlight the difference between the two methods. Realistically, we almost never see either lesson shown above. Instead, we see a mix of the two. We believe that in order to have an effective discussion, students need a framework of facts set in place by their teacher. As you saw in the first scene with Miss Lawrence, their students were bored and disengaged. However, she was able to establish what actually happened. Mr. White, on the other hand, had students who were interested and actively participating. However, he was not able to establish what the facts actually were. We believe that the best possible classroom environment involves a balance being struck. Education is not an exact science, but with practice in a classroom, a better system can be implemented.
For the past several weeks, all four of us have been volunteering at different elementary schools where Paulo Freire's theories of banking education and problem-posing education have gotten a strong foothold in the classroom. The scene describes the difference in the two concepts. However, realistically, we almost never encounter lessons of either type, but more of a combination of the two. Both techniques have their merit. We believe that in order for a constructive discussion to take place, Students need a framework of facts set in place by the teacher.
As you saw in the first scene with Mrs. Lawrence and her class, the students were bored and disengaged, which is a real downfall for the banking concept, but they were able to receive facts about history. In the second scene, Mr. White had a much harder time establishing facts in his class, but he was able to lead a discussion and keep his students interested in participating. As such, we feel that in order to create the best possible classroom environment, a balance needs to be struck. Education is not an exact science, but with practice in a classroom, a better system can be implemented.